teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands seem all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. And there's the handoff. You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Wolverines looking to cash in this red zone trip. Press coverage now from the secondary. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Nice throw here by the quarterback. Goes with the touch pass, but man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return. The pick ends that threat.
What a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
The offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. quarterback dropping back, looking for a deep completion. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the second down incompletion, they have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Quick throw to the left. Deflected. The defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on 3rd down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion in a 1st down.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. The back's got it. Runs through the defender. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff again. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down mark. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Try to convert with a sneak. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the 1st down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the 1st down.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Michigan, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team not going to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's got it inside the 10. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking right, this one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So as we begin the 2nd quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Meant kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? It's a quick grab. He'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys.
A deep shot to the right. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Looking to chuck it again. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Man, I was that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it in the open. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on fourth down, and you come up with a first down. Love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Looking to score. They'll run it to the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Michigan 17, Tennessee 0.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quick throw, testing the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Handoff to the back.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
He'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Design quarterback run. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Defense is coming after him. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Looking for a receiver. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Blocked by the receiver.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass is caught. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. The Vols will crank up the tempo. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Second down now after the sack. And he drops back in the gun. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. And the Volunteers are in the red zone. down play here out of the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that will help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
17, Tennessee, 3.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Here comes a handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. And the tailback's got it again. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. The Wolverines will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. See if he can make something happen with the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. Running back has it on the screen now. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Receiver makes the grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The Vols looking to use the up-tempo offense here. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's an out route. The catch made. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. The Volunteers lining up here on 1st and 10.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Tennessee. Great connection there for 6 points.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Brown. Past the 45. Breaks loose at the 40. Excellent catch and run by the sophomore.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They're going to run it here. Breaks an open space. As the first down is still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Wolverines' offense is on the move now. They'll run it here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Ball handed off. Tackle made after just a short gain. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
24, Tennessee.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On first down, it's play action. Looks left and finds his target there. The tackle at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the Vols looking to run some tempo here. And on the carry, he's heading left. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
This is the sixth play on the drive. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the first down. The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Try and muscle for the first down. He make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. He's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He misfire on the pass as time in the period runs out. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Big throw caught on the left side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The Vols hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Great catch when they desperately needed it. So here we go, fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And here comes a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? The shotgun running play call.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. this year's high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Wants to throw it. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills!
Well, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Turn starts inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. That's caught. It's Hale. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
2nd down after that previous play. Clock stops officially 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple two, whether it's a run or a pass. But you've got to come up with a first down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. This might be for the ball game. Quick throw to the left side. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and moving away.
31, Michigan, 24.
And he fields it inside the 15. Throw the football. Looking deep for late game heroics. Gets made all the way down inside the 35.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Hale. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? He keeps it. QB draw. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense cannot be stopped.
And, Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about the line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back gets in for this game-time touchdown, and now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And now the decision is to go for two and win it right here. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Michigan.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's caught. The gutsy call pays off for 2 points, and they take the lead here late. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. They finally tackled him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late